Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. As you know, we are studying very important chapter, food and human health. As you know, food, what kind of food we should eat and how it affects our health is really matters in our life. Okay, so in my previous lecture, I told you about the harmful effects of gutka and tobacco and I suggested you not to consume them. Now we are going to talk about alcohol, which is also a toxic substance for the human body. How it is toxic? Because the substance or the alcohol which is used in the alcoholic drink is ethyl alcohol. Okay, so the alcohol used in alcoholic drinks is ethyl alcohol, or it is also known as ethanol or ethanol, that is C2H5OH. Actually, what happens generally now these days we can see that the young generation is taking or consuming these alcohols just for fun or just to make the or just to feel relief from the pain or stress or from the depression. Okay, these days we can see that the young generation, like the students or the youth which are from the age of 16 to 22, generally they are consuming more and more alcohols, but actually this is very harmful. Sometimes they take it for the fun, sometimes they take it to make relief or to feel relief from the depression or from the pain. Okay, but it is harmful. How it is harmful? What happens in starting when someone consumes the alcohol, he or she feel good. But what happens when it becomes a habit? Okay, then the person becomes addicted of this alcohol. Why it is so? Because when it reaches in our body, it makes us addicted. Okay, this ethanol or we must say ethyl alcohol makes a person addicted of it. Okay, but it is very harmful because it affects directly, it affects our nervous system, it affects our lungs, it affects our stomach. Okay, it causes many digestive problems or it affects the it causes heart disease as well as it affects the eyesight. Fine, so these are the harmful effect of consumption of alcohol. So one should avoid taking alcohol. Now let me mention harmful effects. Harmful effects of alcohol. It affects the lungs, okay, and liver. It affects liver and irritates stomach. Okay, consumption of alcohol affect the nervous system. Okay, the person becomes less capable to take his decisions. Okay, it affects nervous system. It affects nervous system and causes unconsciousness and leads to accidents. Okay, as well as it affect our immune system. Okay, and the person become prone to the diseases or is unable to fight the diseases like pneumonia and what it affects I must say it affects our immune system. When the person consume alcohol regularly, then the body becomes weak, and then what happens, he or she becomes prone to the diseases. Okay, it affects the immune system. It affects the immune system and body becomes weak to fight diseases like pneumonia and tuberculosis. Okay, regular consumption of alcohol affect the eyesight as well as the bones become weak. Okay, it affects the eyesight and bones becomes weak. Okay, regular consumption of alcohol can lead to cancer. Regular consumption of alcohol leads to cancer. Okay. Beside it, when a person regularly consumes the alcohol, what happens, as I told you, it affects the liver and irritates stomach, then definitely it can lead to cancer also. Okay, beside it, I told you that it affects our immune system. Okay, immunity become weak and the person can unable to fight the diseases like pneumonia and tuberculosis. Okay, and one more thing I must mention here, that the regular consumption of alcohol can cause the speaking problem and loss of appetite. Regular consumption of alcohol can cause problem in speaking and causes loss of appetite. Okay, when the person intake alcohol continuously, then what happens? Then the person loses his senses to take the decisions properly, because that time, as I told you, it affects our immune system, it affects our nervous system, so the person is unable to take the decisions properly. Okay, even I must say that the speed of taking decisions of speed of responses becomes less. Okay, because generally we have a good as I have already told you the reflex action, that thing I have told you the complete mechanism of that. But once the alcohol gets when the person consumes the alcohol, or the alcohol enters inside the body in excess amount, then it affects the immunity, it affects the nervous system, then the person becomes unable to take the decisions, because that time he loses his consciousness. Fine. So this is all about the alcohol. Now we will talk about the drugs. Now we will talk about the drugs. Drugs, actually the medicine we take are also a kind of drug. Okay, so what is a drug? Drug is a chemical substance that alter the mind or body. Okay. Next is drugs. So let me define what are drugs. Drug is a drug is a chemical substance that alter the mind or the body. Okay, generally the medicines we take to get relief from the disease or to get relief from any pain, these are the normal drugs. Okay, but some drugs which are very harmful for the body, they are known as abuse drugs, and these are totally illegal. Okay, so what kind of drugs we are talking about here? We are talking about the narcotic drugs. Okay, these abuse drugs are known as narcotic drugs. Okay, generally they affect the immunity as well as the nervous system of the human. Fine. Let me mention normal drugs are the medicines which we use to get relief from pain or any illness. Okay, when we are sick, we take medicines to get relief. Beside these medicines, some other drugs which are narcotic drugs, are harmful for human body. Okay, actually these are illegal. Why these are illegal? Because these cause dangerous or excess harmful effects on the body. This is the reason they are banned by the government. Okay, so the different forms of these narcotic drugs which are found in the India are different types of narcotic drugs. Are cocaine, caffeine, okay, heroin, LSD, marijuana, okay, charas, ganja, okay, beside is morphine. Okay, these are the famous narcotic drugs which are excess harmful for the human body. What are they? Cocaine, caffeine, heroin, LSD, marijuana, charas, ganja and morphine. Okay, so those people are dealing with these drugs. Actually, this is a total illegal work which is banned by the government. Okay, why? Because these are very harmful drugs. Okay, so those people are dealing with these narcotic drugs. They are supposed to have a crime only. Okay. So what are the harmful effects of taking these drugs? As I told you that consumption of these narcotic drugs causes harmful effects on our nervous system. Okay, as well as they cause effect on our vision, our digestive system. Okay, they cause many respiratory problems. Fine. So let me mention harmful effects. Of drugs. What are they? They cause serious damages. These cause serious damages to our body. Once a person consume these drugs, he or she become addicted of it. Okay, it affects, these drugs affect nervous system, okay, these drugs affect the nervous system and the person becomes total unconscious. Okay, these drugs affects the nervous system, they cause, these cause affects or effects or harmful effects on vision. Okay, they cause harmful effects on vision. Okay, digestive system, respiratory system. How does it cause problem, or how does it affect the respiratory system? Because these drugs are taken in any form, they are taken in smoke form also, so it affects the respiratory system. Respiratory system. Okay, and once the drug reaches in the blood, okay, then it causes harmful effects on it, because this harmful blood flows throughout the body and reaches to different organs. Okay, so it affects the different organs of the body. Fine, it causes loss of appetite also. These causes loss of appetite and weakness in the body. Okay, and once any person stops taking this drug suddenly, then these causes very harmful symptoms in the body. Okay, once a person stops taking these drugs immediately or suddenly he stops taking these drugs, then it causes drastic harmful symptoms in the body. Do you know, those people are taking these drugs, they are addicted to taking drugs, they become addicted to taking drugs, and what happens, generally they use the same needle for consumption of these drugs, then it can cause AIDS like diseases in them. Okay, generally people taking drugs uses same needles to inject drugs in the blood. Okay, so this can cause dangerous diseases. This can cause diseases like AIDS. Okay, so these are the harmful effects of taking drugs or consumption, regular consumption of drugs. What are they? It causes serious damage to our body, it affects our nervous system and person become totally unconscious. Okay, and generally it can cause the disease, different diseases. What are they? It can affect the vision, digestive system, respiratory system. Okay, these cause loss of appetite and weakness in the body, because once the person become unconscious, then he doesn't have knowledge or he doesn't have consciousness for the things that he should have the food or not. Okay, so thus we can say that it causes loss of appetite and weakness in the body, and generally people who are taking drugs, they use the same needle to inject the drug in the body, and then it can cause to the dangerous disease which is AIDS. Okay, so this was all about the drugs. Now we will talk about the adulteration. What is adulteration? Adulteration means addition of other substances to reduce the quality of any product. Next is adulteration. What is adulteration? Adulteration means adding something to make the poorer quality of a substance. Okay. So let me mention the action of making something poorer in quality by adding of another substances. Okay, so what is adulteration? Adulteration means the action of making something poorer in quality by adding of another substance. Generally, why it is done? It is done to get the more financial benefit, or generally it is done by the mistake only. Okay, but these days, frankly, adulteration is done to get the more benefit. And do you know what is the harmful effect of it? As a result of adulteration, whatever the products are manufactured or are supplied in the market, then they are poor in quality and they causes many diseases in the human body. So these days, whatever products we are getting from the market, once we should check them that they are having the proper quality, they are having the good quality or not. If you have visited the market, hope you have seen these days different variety of each and everything, whether it is milk, whether it is ghee, whether it is rice, wheat, turmeric, whatever the food products are there. Okay, there is a number of variety available in the market. Different companies are launching their products in the markets. Fine. So have you ever noticed the quality and the ingredients when you buy something? You should notice the ingredients what are there present in that particular product. So let me define you that what kind of adulteration is done in the food products these days. For example, milk. If we talk about milk, so these days what do people do? They add detergent or caustic soda in that to increase the quality, to increase the number or to increase the amount of the product, but then it becomes less in the quality, then it becomes poor in the quality. So first of all, let me tell you about the milk. If we talk about the milk, then generally what people do in the milk, the adulterant is what? The adulterant is detergent or caustic soda. Okay, adulterant is detergent. Okay, why it is done? Because they want to increase the amount, but the quality by adulteration, the quality of the product becomes poor. Okay, so why they do this? To increase the amount or quantity of milk. Okay, and what are the harmful effects of it? Generally, once we consume this adulterated milk, then it affects our stomach and causes many diseases like diarrhea, vomiting. Harmful effects. Stomach disease, vomiting. Okay, so these are the harmful effects of consumption of that adulterated milk. Same happens with the soft drinks. As the soft drinks are available in market, generally the companies, what they do, they add what? Generally they add pesticides or insecticides in them, and these pesticides and insecticides causes harm to our liver and stomach. Okay, next is soft drink. What are the adulterant? Adulterant are pesticides or insecticides. Harmful effect is on liver and stomach. Liver and stomach, as well as it damages the bones also, affects bones. Okay, so this is all about the adulteration. Hope you have seen rice and wheat in the market. What generally people do, they add something in that to increase the amount of rice flour. Okay, what they do generally, if you go to the market, you buy the rice, then hope you have seen the stone pieces in them. Okay, why people add stone pieces in them? To make the amount or to increase the amount of the rice, or to increase the quantity of the rice, they add stone in that. So this is also the part of adulteration. Hope you have seen turmeric powder in the market. What people do, they add powder of papaya seed, or they add the what? They add turmeric also, they add turpentine also. So these things increase the amount, increase the quantity of the product, but the actual product becomes poorer in the quality. Okay. Okay, so as I told you that other examples of adulteration are what? If we talk about rice and wheat, okay, rice and wheat flour. So what they do, the adulterant in rice and wheat is starch. They add starch in it they add starch as a adulterant. Okay, to increase what? To increase the bulk, or to add the bulk, or to increase the weight of that flour. But what actually happens, the nutrition present inside it becomes less. Okay, as well as they add stones in the rice. They add stones. Okay, they add stones to increase weight. Fine. So harmful effect is that harmful effect of what? Harmful effect of adding starch in rice and wheat flour is what is that? Loss of nutrition. Okay, beside it they add what? If we talk about black pepper, then they add papaya seed in it. Okay, and the harmful effect of it is that it causes many liver problems and stomach disorder. Harmful effect. Liver problems, and stomach disorder. Hope you have seen chili powder, which is available in the market from different companies. Okay, so what they add in the chili powder? They add brick powder, okay, of same color, brick powder. And now hope you can understand, if you will add brick powder in eatables, how harmful it is for the health. So these are the general few examples of adulteration. Then if you add something in the original product, then definitely the quality of product will be poorer or it will become less. So this is known as adulteration. So these are the common examples, or these are the general examples that these days whatever products we are getting from the markets, they are adulterate products. Okay, people have added many other things which causes harm to the body, and these products become less nutritious to the body. So in this chapter I taught you about the food, that what kind of food we should eat and what kind of food we should avoid. Okay, what are the harmful substances which we should avoid to take, like gutka, tobacco, drugs, alcohol, and I told you what are the different products available in the market which are the mixture of other things. Okay, and that process is known as adulteration. So hope everything is clear to you and you enjoyed this chapter as the way I told you, and as I shown you the different images here to explain you the things. Thank you.